Welcome to the Bodhi Academy. My name is Amisha Klasso, and in today's video we will continue with our class 7 chapter 7 comparing quantities. So previously in this video we saw how to convert fractions or decimals into percentages and what do you mean by percentage. Now in today's video we will learn about converting percentages to fractions or decimals. Okay. So last class when I told about the reverse of this, that is fractions to percentage or decimals to percentage, what we had noticed that for fractions / decimals to percentage, what we have to do is, say if we have a upon b as the fraction, you have to multiply it by 100. Okay, and if you have a as the decimals, then again you have to multiply it by 100. So these were the two things that we saw in the last class, that you have to, for percentage or decimal to fractions or decimal to percentage, you have to multiply by 100. Now here what we are doing is, in converting percentage to fractions, you have to simply divide the given number by 100. So say I have here 2%, I have to find 2%. So in fractions or in decimal, so what I will do is simply take 2 upon 100. So 2 upon 100 will be 0.02, because you will be shifting the decimal twice. So if the decimal is here 1 and 2, so 0.02, this will be the answer. Similar way, if we have say 0.24, okay, now this we can do how. First we can shift a decimal 1 and 2, so we can write 24 here. Since we moved the decimal twice, we'll put 100 here and into 100, correct? So this 100 and this 100 goes off, so we will get 24%. Understood? So like this, converting percentage to fractions or decimals can be done. Now let's look at this example. Okay, if 65% of students in a class have a bicycle, what percent of students do not have bicycle? Now when we talk in terms of percentage, one thing we need to know is that the total percent for anything is always 100. Okay, beyond 100 it won't be there. So if it is 100, now what they are asking is that 65% of students, they have what? They have a bicycle. Okay, now what percent of students do not have bicycle? So we can say that 100% is what? The total percent. Okay, so what we can say is that 100 minus 65% will be equal to students with no bicycles. Okay, so 100 minus 65, so we'll do 9 and here 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 35. So this will be 35% of students do not have bicycles. Okay, now let's look at the next one. We have a basket full of apples, oranges and mangoes. If 50% are apples, 30% are oranges, then what percent are mangoes? Same way we have to do this sum. Now over here what we can do is, these two percentages we can combine, that is we can find the sum of them. So apples plus oranges plus you have mangoes. So this equals to how much? Total should be 100%, correct? So now apples is 50% and oranges is 30%, plus we have mangoes. Okay, so in this case again we have here 100%. Now these two we can add, so 50, 60, 70, 80. So 80% plus mangoes equals to 100%. So now here we have to find how many mangoes are present. So mangoes will be equal to 100 minus, you get this one over here, so 80, this whole goes as percent. So how many percent? 20% of them are mangoes. Okay. Now let's see converting percentages to how many. Now in this case what we were doing is that if if a certain value is given in percentage, we were sticking it to the percentage itself. We didn't convert how much is this 50%, like 50% of apples are how many apples, like are they 5, 10, 15, we were not doing that. So now here converting we will do of percentage to find how many, we will find the exact number of any substance that is given. So a survey of 40 children showed that 25% liked football. So how many children liked football? Okay. So what we know here is that we have how much? 25%. Okay. Upon the total percent is how much? It is 100%. Now into how many children are we talking about? We are talking about 40 children. So now you can simply cancel this. So this will give us number of children that play football. Okay. So this and this will get cancelled. So this will be how much? 5 5s are, 5 2s are, 2 1s are, 2 2s are. So 5 2s are 10%. So 10% of children, sorry, this will be not 10%, this will be only 10, because here see this percent and this percentage, it is like this. So this is in divide form, so this percentage and this percentage will get cancelled. So we will have the number. So 10 children like playing football. Okay. So this is how any given percentage we can convert into how many, that is finding the exact number. Now Rahul bought a sweater and saved 200 rupees when a discount of 20% was given. What was the price of the sweater before the discount? Now here if you see what we have, first we know the percent, okay, then we know the total percent, that is 100. Now we have to find what? The actual price over here, which we don't know. So let's consider that to be X, because it is unknown to us, and this whole thing equals to how much discount that he got? He got 200 rupees off. So our task is to find this X over here. So what we can do, we'll cancel this out. So 5 5s are, 5 2s are and 0, 5 1s are and 5 4s are. Now this 4, this will be what? 1 upon 4 into X equals to 200. So this 4, if we take it, will become multiplied. So X will be equal to 200 into 400. So this will be 800. Therefore what we can say, the price of the sweater before the discount was rupees 800. Okay. Now let's look at conversions of ratios to percentage. So Reena's mother said to make idlis, you must take 2 parts of rice and 1 part of urad dal. What percentage of such a mixture would be rice and what percentage would be urad dal? Now here they have given us the ratio. Okay. So we have to find the percentage from the given ratio. So now first step in this is that what we are saying, 2 parts is what? 2 parts is rice, okay, and 1 part is urad dal. Okay. Now there are 2 parts that is given. Now we have to find the total number of parts. So total number of parts will be what? 2 plus 1. Okay. So 2 parts and 1 part. So that will be 3. So we can write this same thing as an equation. So 2 upon 3 is what? it is rice. This is 2 upon 3 is rice, and 1 upon 3. 1 upon 3 is what? Urad dal. So now what we have to find? We have to find the percentage of these two. So we have to find 2 upon 3 of 100% and 1 upon 3 of 100%. Correct? So 2 upon 3 of, even though it indicates multiplication into 100. Correct? And 1 upon 3 into 100. So here we can will get 200 upon 100, and here we will get 100 upon 3. Sorry, this is 3 here. This is 3. So we will get, say, this is 3 1s, this is 3 6s, so 2 6 18, and again 2, so 6s, so again 2, so this will be around 66.66%, and this will be around 33.33%. Okay, so like this we can find the percentage from a given ratio. Let's solve another one. Now if 250 is to be divided amongst Ravi, Raju and Roy, so that Ravi gets 2 parts, Raju gets 3 parts, and Roy gets 5 parts, how much money will each get? What will it be in percentage? Now here you have to find. So they have given a specific amount, 250, only rupees 250, they have to be divided among 3 people, okay, and they have told how much ratio each person should get. So if we look, first let's find a total fraction. So total fraction is what? How many parts do we have? So Ravi has 2 plus Raju has 3 and Roy has 5. So this will be equal to 10 parts. So it will be what? 2 upon 10, then 3 upon 10 and 5 upon 10. So 5 upon 10. So now let's look at it like this. So first we will look at it in terms of percentage. How much is it? How much is 2 upon 10 of 100%, and then we'll look at in terms of the money. So now if we have 2 upon 10 of 100, so 100 into 100. So this 0 goes off. So this will be 20%. So this is for whom? 2 upon 10, 20% is for Ravi. Then we have 3 upon 10 into 100. Again this 0 goes. So we'll have 30% for Raju. And then last we have 5 upon 10 into 100. So this and this goes. So 50% will go for Roy. Now this was in terms of percentage. Now we have to find how much money each of them will get. So simply you have to find, we know already the total amount. So instead of 100 over here, we will add this amount that is given. So 2 upon 10 of 250. This and this will get cancelled. So this will be how much? 25, 50 rupees. Then 3 upon 10 into 250. Again this and this 0 gets cancelled. So 25 into 3. 5 3s are 15, 3 1s are 3 2s are 6, 7. So Raju will get 75 rupees. Last 5 upon 10 into 250. So this and this. So 25 into 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, 11, 12. And last Roy will get 125 rupees. Okay. Now let's look at increase or decrease as percentage. How do we find out how much is the percentage increase or how much is the percentage decrease that is occurring? So to find that, we have a simple formula here, that is percentage increase is given by the amount of change upon the original amount or the base into 100. So here amount of change is basically like if there is a certain increase that is happening, say from 100 we went to 200 rupees. So how much change? That is the difference between 200 and 100. So that will be 100. 100 rupees has increased. So that is the amount of change that has occurred. Upon the original amount is how much? 100 only. So 100 upon 100 into 100. Now let's look at this sum. A school team won 6 games this year against 4 games won last year. What is the percent increase? Now what they are saying is that How many games have they won this year? They won 6 years. Last year they won 4 games. So now this, what we can say, that the difference is how much between both the years? It is 2. It has increased by 2. So the amount of change is 2. Initially how much they were winning? They won 4, and this will be 100. So 2 2s are 2 5s are and 0, 2 1s are 2 1s are. So percent increase is 50%. 50% has increased. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. So the number of illiterate person in a country decreased from 150 to 100 lakhs in 10 years. What is the percent decrease? Again, percentage decrease will be equal to amount of change upon, what will say, original amount. Into 100, because we are finding the percentage. So amount originally, the amount of change, it fell from what? 150 to 100. So 100 minus 150 minus 100. So that will be 0 and 5. So 50 lakhs upon the original is how much? The number of the country decreased from 150 to, so originally it was 150 into 100. So this goes, then 2 5 2s are 5 3s are, then 3 1s are, this one get cancelled. So here we will have 50, this is 3, 5 2s are 10 and 100 upon 3. So this will be 33.3%. So how much is the decrease? It is 33.3%. Okay. So this was it for today's video. I hope you have understood. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the Bodhi Academy.